Hello, welcome back to Time in the UK. 50 quid? What can you get from Amazon? Well, Sekonda. Looks a bit like a Navi timer. So let's flip the camera and find out a little bit more. Okay, so I picked this up off Amazon from an online watch store. It came in at about 40 quid and it just arrived in the post in this little box. And as you can see, it's a blue Sekonda. I think it looks quite a bit like a Navi timer. Cheap as chips. So if you fancy a nice little cheap, it's got fingerprints all over it from me, so I'll just clean them off. Fancy a nice cheap sort of chronograph. And the watch comes in a little case on a pillow. Interesting thing about Sekonda is it used to be a Soviet brand, so if you go back in time you will find some of the old vintage Sekondas are Russian hand-wound watches. Anyway, this particular watch, like I say, 40 quid, comes in at 42 by 11, so it's nice and slim. By 20, it's got 20mm lugs. It comes with a bit of a blue crocodile effect logoed strap with a couple of retainers and a Sekonda logo there. No markings on the crown, and I suspect the case is chromed brass or something like that, or a base metal. It could be very highly polished stainless steel, but kind of like for this price point I don't really think so. And the crystal as well, the glass is an acrylic crystal, it's not a sapphire crystal. You can just tell by the sound it makes. It's powered by a Japanese movement, and it's got a nice gloss dial, and it's sort of a Navi timer looking type of watch with a fixed bezel with numerous numbers around the bezel. Okay, so the left hand subdial, if we zoom in right close, shows the day of the week. Okay, and then the other subdial there shows the time. And we've got a little piece of paper, comes with a watch, and it simply says, to see the instructions, go online. Yeah, 2-year guarantee as well. And we've got the crown. It allows you to set the date. So after consulting the online instructions, basically to change the date, you pull the crown out to position 3 and keep turning it until the date hand moves. You have to keep sending the hands round, and eventually you'll get to the correct day. So we've got the correct date and time set on this now. So we've got the correct date and time set on this now. So I think you can see it's got a highly polished case. Got a bezel that doesn't move. Weight wise we're about 55 grams I think on this one. And it's not a chronograph, it's just shows the date there, shows minutes there, constant running little minutes, and there it just shows the hours, where you're up to in the hours. So although it looks like a Navi timer, it doesn't have the functions of a chronograph. Yep, and let's see what it looks like on. And at the moment on the wrist I've got my Black Bay Pro, so let's slip that off. Put that there and put on this 42mm quartz, which I think I'm going to give away. So if anyone wants to win this particular watch, I'm more than happy to give it away. I don't think it's something that I'm going to wear, just to save me reselling it. But I'm going to ask you a question. In what Russian city was the original Sekonda factory? So there you go. In which Russian city was the Sekonda factory? So if you post your answer, you'll have to do a bit of Googling, because I don't actually know the answer to that one. You have to do a bit of Googling and post the answer into the comments section. Weight wise, feels nice. I quite like the blue strap and the blue dial. It's pretty inoffensive, it looks alright. I don't think that's quite happy to wear that on a day-to-day basis, but it is what it is. It's a budget watch, isn't it? It's not setting the world alight. But again, I don't think that, you know, you've had your pants pulled down and you've had your bum smacked. Unlike with this one, you pay the touts for one of these, or if you can actually get one, the price of one of those is 4 times the price of a Sekonda. So that's 4 times the price, and quality wise it's not as good as this, but you know, it's a nice budget watch. Make quite a nice present for somebody, I dare say. And there's a little treat, we've got a little bit of lumen over here, so there's a little bit of lumen over on those hands there, but I don't think there's any lume at all on the markers, so you might be able to tell the time just about in the dark. It's a 50 quid Sekonda from Amazon. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit me up in the comments section with your answers to the giveaway or anything you want to see reviewed. You've got to be realistic though, guys. I'm not going to be buying any Rolexes to review. Thanks again.